Police Chief Cassandra Brown will present a report to City Council following a CBS 17 investigation into racial disparities during police traffic stops.
CBS 17's Marius Payton digging deeper this morning.
This latest report comes just 17 days after I took a closer look at the numbers over a 20-year period. Here's a look at the numbers she presented to the council back in March of 2016. The report was conducted from January of 2010 to November of 2015. That's over 4 years ago. It takes a look at the numbers from over 400,000 traffic stops over a 5-year period. Her report only tracks stops from 5:30 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. That's less than 4 hours. Here's what they found. Of the 419,000 traffic stops studied, white drivers made up 49% of the stops. Just over 47% of the stops during that same time period were black drivers. But digging deeper, blacks in the city of Raleigh comprise 29% of the total population. And when you crunch those numbers, that means 29% of the population is pulled over 47% of the time. Frank Baumgartner, the UNC professor who wrote a book about racial disparities in traffic stops and searches in North Carolina, says this is how law enforcement reacted when his first report came out.
Well, I would say the first response to our study is kind of like the stages of grief, where the first stages of grief are anger and denial. They were very upset. As a matter of fact, they were so upset that they hired a consultant to debunk our first report, saying that it was, quote unquote, deeply flawed. So yeah, they were angry. They were unhappy.
Our research centered around traffic stops and searches. Now, a search after a traffic stop indicates that an officer suspects the driver of a crime. Baumgartner's numbers were over a 20-year period and over 22 million traffic stops. Chief Brown also refused our request for an on-camera interview. You can see our full report on driving while black in Raleigh on our website, cbs17.com. I'm Marius Payton for CBS 17 News.